availability of broadband, that is a economic engine issue. Yeah, we don't have to write it right now, but something along those lines. I think that is something that we have heard consistently, that's an important piece. Page 3, yes, Andrew?
Are we down to the telework example?
We're anything,
Anywhere on page
yep,
3.
yep, just always say where you are when you're.
On the telework example, my understanding is that Deed is now placing jobs on their website that are eligible for telework.
Okay.
So and I can get the link to that for whoever might
Okay,
need it.
great.
But there's some efforts by Deed to publicize statewide telework opportunities.
Great, that's awesome.
Also along that line, I think we talked, or someone might have mentioned previously, the Fergus Falls telework, their initiative that their EDA has. How that's, I think it's created something like 18 new jobs, and Dina might be familiar with this.
Yep.
Like 18 new jobs up in the Fergus Falls area. That might be something that we want to reference as
Okay.
I've got that story if you want
a
it.
specific
Yep.
example
Lenny.
of telework
Great.
in action.
Terrific. Okay. We will
Diane, after 1,411 pounds of, you need to separate CO2 and of. That's very minor.
Next line of, sends above. Yep.
And is there, do we need to cite that, where that data came from? I don't want to be too academic about it, but.
Well, probably wouldn't be bad for us to do a footnote on it if we could.
Yeah, I kind of wondered that too when I read it. I thought, gee, I wonder how you figured that out.
We will footnote it. Okay, anything else on page 3? Yes, Bernadine.
Thank you, Margaret. I'm wondering if we might want to consider adding a sentence or two of we have consumer benefit, a citizen benefit.
Okay.
Pew Trust has done, there's some good data on the increased civic participation of communities that are broadband enabled.
Terrific.
Including voter participation.
Okay. And if you can make sure
Yes.
that we get that,
Yes.
that site, that's
Yes.
terrific. Excellent. Page 3.
I'm a little bit, so along with that citizen benefit, this is all under this number 2 heading of economic argument for broadband. And so we go from economic benefit to consumer benefit to citizen benefit perhaps. I think there's a case to be made about somewhere in this document the importance to education and both K-12 and higher ed.
Okay.
Yeah, about equal access and equal opportunity. I don't know where that fits the best.
I think we can make it fit there. I think the question is, do we have some specific data that we can back it up with for a short paragraph on it? That would be the important part. Matt, do you have something in mind?
I do, but I need to synthesize it.
Okay,
We also
I
have,
can, yeah, I'll be in contact with Diane on it.
great.
we have the e-learning report that we issued in
Yes.
September.
Okay, great.
So
So we
Matt,
can,
send what you have to Diane and I, and we have the e-learning report. We can create a paragraph under this section if we're going to expand it to include citizens benefit. We can incorporate.
You might consider retitling students, like social economic argument.
Yeah.
We're trying
Yeah.
to make it a little broader.
Sure.
we'll work on the wording, but I agree that there probably needs to be something else there. Okay, anything else on page 3? Let's move over to page 4, which we started to get into with the talk of consumer benefit. So we enter into the section, the state of broadband in Minnesota, where are we now? This begins sort of the context of the goals. Anything on page 4?
The only thing I'm wondering, I noticed, and this might be a nit, but like sometimes we spell out percent, like 2%, sometimes we put in like the number and then the percent, just to be consistent throughout, and it, you know, doesn't matter to me which one we do.